Hello everyone, welcome back to another Valheim stream. Yep, I was taking a moment there, couldn't decide what to say. um, but yeah, so today we're continuing our Balrond Amazing Nature run. Uh, Balrond Amazing Nature, B.A.N, B.A.N. That's why our character's name is Band. Just for the lulz. Um, So, since Tuesday, I did do a little bit of looking into stuff, and yeah, we were missing the monster mod that we needed for the additional critters that are supposed to be in here. So, I don't know if there's going to be any in the meadows or not, but we'll see how that goes. I also saw that there was the arsenal mod that we were missing. So it's very possible we might have a few new recipes here soon. And then I also added in the Transmog mod because I can. Just in case we get any armor pieces that don't look particularly great. Well, we'll see how this goes. Alright, here's our enriched soil. Bone lance, long pointy stick. Axe, bone club, bone reinforced bow. I didn't even see the other one. Bone knife, ragged cat. We got stuff rolling in. Okay, corewood club, grand stag breaker, stone crusher, bone spear, bone short sword, bone spike. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Oh, hi, apple tree sapling. Yeah. So those are all of our cultivator pieces. Okay, so now we should be able to grow our apple trees. And then we also have some new weapons to look into. I still haven't decided exactly like what weapon type I want to use. We've just been using the spear mostly just because it's been like the best thing that we've had access to, in my opinion. Cape Rex, a very simple cloak made of scraps. Okay, so presumably that's the shoulder slot. I have the materials for it, I could just make it. Sturdy leather helmet. Ragged cap. So the arsenal mod apparently changes a bunch of the stats and things from even like the base game. Oh yeah, like look at this. Our leather trousers are 4 armor now, whereas before they would have been 2. The rag tunic is even 2. Leather helmet's 3. So that's gonna be interesting. That's something new. Long pointy stick. I'm guessing that this is supposed to be an at gear. It's a sturdy leather helmet. It's a little bit less armor and it's minus movement speed, but I think that we would have been able to craft that before the leather helmet. Because I think that, yeah, because the required station level is 1. So I guess this is supposed to be before the leather helmet. So we've kind of already passed that, but oh yeah, and then the ragged cap, it would be like minimal resources, but it's like 1 extra armor. That's cool. The slab of stone on a stick. This is a 2-handed weapon. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, let's see. Okay, what was this? Tag bundle cart item belt. Okay, so this is straw thread, carved wood, wooden nails. I guess that's just one of those bundles. Again, I think the point of them is just to condense things if you're moving a bunch of items, something like that. Condense backpack space. I don't really see too much else here that's really like new. The deer hide cape is 2 armor. That's nice. It's a lot more than it was before. And by that I mean, you know, normally it's 1 in the base game, so. Okay, so there's all that. Let's take a look at our construction bench. Oh, right, and you have to, oh, so I don't know if we made the leather helmet on this station before or not. So bone axe, that's really cool. Bone knife, 14, 14, 1 poison. Wow, that's really cheap to make too. Seems really good. Bone lance, 2-handed. Attach sharp bones to a wooden pole. Perfect. Also assuming that this is an at gear, so this is probably like the second at gear. Leather cap, once again, cheap materials, but 2 armor. So that's why the leather helmet's a little bit... Well, the leather helmet's not really expensive to make either. It's only 6 deer hide. Strange. Grand Stag Breaker, okay. So it does some blunt damage and does some pierce damage. Oh, we're even further away. We're further away from it than we were yesterday. They changed the recipe on us. That's okay though. Well, this is a 2-handed sword. That's pretty cool though. Pretty cool looking. And a bone short sword. Huh. Interesting. Anything new at our Fletcher's table? The bone reinforced bow. Okay, so this, yeah, so the fine wood bow is 32, whereas this is 28. This is technically like cheaper on the materials to make. Also has a really cool icon. Draw stamina is 4 a second. Minus 4% movement speed. Fine wood bow is only minus 1% movement speed though, but it also takes bronze. Yeah, so technically we would have been able to make the bone reinforced bow, and we probably would have done that the last session. Huh. I mean, the 4, we lose 4, or it's 4 pierce damage lower, but it has a poison on it, so we're technically only 3 air quotes damage lower. Oh, the durability is noticeable though. Fine wood bow is 100, whereas the bone reinforced bow is only 75. Oh, the crude bow is only 50 though. Ooh, I want to be kind of cheap and not use bronze and check out this new bow, honestly. Is that bad? Okay, while I sit here and think on that a little bit, let's find our apple seeds wherever they went. Our kind of sad little start of a build there. Alright, we still got one more thing, composting. Oh yeah, let's check the forge too. Anything new for us here? Bronze mace, bronze pickaxe, bronze spear, bronze sword, copper axe. Portal item bundle. Okay, yeah, so that's so that you can... Oh, use to build portal. Okay. So maybe they changed the recipe so it's like, instead of just you having to take the materials for the portal, you take the materials to build the portal item bundle, and then that only takes up 1 inventory slot, and then presumably that'll be what we use to make a portal. Presumably. That's the hope here. Heavy troll leather helmets. Interesting. Oh, yeah, copper mace. Copper mace is... Did we have that recipe already? We might have. Not 100% sure. Okay, so not a whole lot that we can do anything with at the moment. I will find these apple seeds eventually. Is that it? Yeah, apple seeds. We probably don't need cultivated ground for apple trees, probably. What's going on over here? Probably some skeletons roaming around or something. Oh! It's a piggy! Why is there a random piggy roaming around? Huh. Okay, so I'm guessing that the monster mod added in the little piggies. I wonder what they drop. I'm not gonna go chasing after that piggy though. It's just gonna exist. And we don't want to stay up too late, but I do want to clear out these rocks and plant a couple of apple trees down here. Okay, so apple tree sapling. Oh, maybe we do need to cultivate the ground for this. Okay. Seemingly the piggy is scared. Okay, so if that's the case, then let's try to flatten out this piece of land right here. And we'll just plant a few apple trees for right now. Or not. Oh, needs cultivated soil. Alright, I knew that. Just gotta turn around, that's all. Alright, start with like 4 apple trees, maybe? We'll do 3. Should give them enough space for all of them to grow, hopefully. And they won't disrupt our crops over here. We'll definitely have to dedicate some space to them and figure that out later. Oh dear, our inventory is very full. But what else is new? Yeah, there's a space here. I think that's where our seeds were. No, our seeds were right there. Really need to get this place figured out and get stuff condensed. But we also need materials. We need fine wood. I think we need normal wood. Probably need some core wood. But yeah, we gotta get really gotta get this house built. And in particular a storage unit. What the heck? That's a bear. Hello, bear. Excuse you. I'm chasing a spirit deer, apparently. Whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, so here's our first look at some of the new mobs. Ow, bear kinda hurts. Alright, yeah, this is a different bear than one that we've seen in the past. We're a little bit used to the Thursday bears, which are definitely different. Let's see if we can still kind of employ the same strategy though. Just spin the bear. Yep, the bear is having some troubles with the spin tactics. Apparently spins are still good on bears. Not too afraid of getting swiped again, but... Ow. Bear fur, heavy leather legs, bear fur coat, bear rug. Raw bear meat. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so good to know. There are, in fact, new critters here in the meadows, and some of them are hostile. I think that makes getting our setup set up all that much more important. I'm gonna need a gate to keep all of the enemies out. Bear fur. Fur taken from a bear. Not seen in these parts. Not seen in these parts, eh? Well then where did I find this bear? Apparently I just found this bear nowhere. Okay, let me bring up my picture here. Probably won't be able to get like too fancy with the house itself, but alright, so I think we have enough rocks and wood to get started, I think. We'll kind of pick up where we left off last session. I need flint and clay for this. Ew. Okay. Also, I think that we're going to be out of range of the construction bench here soon. Alright, well, we found out what clay is for. So that's good. Maybe put a little bit of the wood away while we work on our foundation. So I think I'm going to break this for right now. We'll pick up those pieces. Since this is going to be our foundation, you just need to basically only put in whatever's going to be visible, right? Oh, that's... did not snap properly. Fair enough. So I think we'll go to like right here. Gonna bring this down a little bit, or attempt to. Maybe down a little bit more. We'll have to pickaxe out a little bit of this. Okay, so let's see how that ends up working. Okay, yeah, so we don't need that part. Nails? Nails. And in my head, see this going, yeah, like one more over. Gotta be careful with those piggies. You can see us from really far away. Whereas it's a lot harder to see them. Huh. I am curious what the piggy drops. Guess we'll have to find out another time. Alright, there's our stag trophy. I remember there was like a recipe or something that wanted one of those. Because I remember being like, oh, that's weird. Like, you know, deer trophy and stag trophies are different? Question mark. Oh, birch sapling. New boars. Okay, yeah, and I do remember I wanted to chop down this oak. Oh. Oak. Interesting. Okay, so we can't chop those down yet. Those don't chop down from the bronze axe. Interesting. What about willows? Okay, we can chop down willows. Not that I really want to, but there's a bunch of space around here that I'm probably going to end up using, so. Alright, I got some willow seeds. Very curious as to what type of wood the willow drops. Fine wood and willow bark. Huh. Interesting. So there's some different types of bark and stuff too that we'll have to keep an eye on. It makes a really weird noise. Oh, and we don't get anything for destroying the stump either. Good to know. Okay, I think that we have enough boar trophies already for stuff, so let's get back to what we were doing here. Okay, so I feel like the stairs should go like right here. So we'll keep framing this at the very least, but... Or actually, wait. Let's find out where the center is. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 presumably. Yeah, so this should be the center here. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, so that should be the end there. Let me grab that piece and snap it in there first before anything else. Oh, alright. Okay, so let's look at the stairs first before anything. So we have these long wood stairs, which are cool and are not snapping. But it doesn't feel like they're wide enough. Oh, they took the flat piece and made it into a ramp. That's cool. Not what we're looking for, but it's cool. Okay. I do kind of like the look of the raw wood stairs, so we might end up using those. But let's see what our other options are before we commit. Not fine wood stairs. No, thank you. Oh gosh, core wood stairs. How do we feel about these? Don't really match the vibe, I feel like, but I already looked at this. An elven stone stairs. Eh. Not that I hate them, but definitely kind of feel in the raw wood stairs, I think. I think those kind of just like fit in there really nicely. Those ones snapped way better. I like that snapping point a lot better. Okay, so let's go with that. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and clip these into the ground just a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so what are our options for a front door? I remember us having like a lot of them, right? Yeah, we have these wood gates. Okay, this is a secret wooden door. How does that work? Oh, that's so cool. It literally just does look like a wall. That's fun. Not what we're looking for, but that's fun for sure. It's a little bit too big. Very cool for like a really big like main hall or something though. Man, that gate is huge though. We have like these frames for doors, but I don't see actual doors. Still more walls, not a lot of doors. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, the flat roof. Like a 1x1 piece for the thatch. It's very nice. Okay. We have wood cage gates. That's a thing. Raw wood door. Oh, okay. I thought, for some reason I thought this piece was the door, but we could have shutters. Howdy, y'all. Oh, that's so cool. They work together. Like you can place them individually if you just wanted like a singular piece, but then like if you put them together, do they still open like this? Oh, that's interesting. So that's for like that could be used for like an actual like barn, for like a horse stall or something like that. That's super cool. Or just like shuttered windows, I guess. Not what we're really looking for here, but you know, nice to know our options. Ah, it's beautiful. The wood shutter. I never used this piece because it takes bronze nails, but they made it cost wooden nails instead. That is such a nice quality of life feature. Still not exactly what I'm like really looking for though. Do we have any options here? We have a bronze gate. They really wanted to make these gates like super duper big, didn't they? Nothing in furniture, right? Yeah, not so much. Okay, so as boring as it might be, because I don't want the gate to be absolutely like enormous, wasn't planning on having the gate be the size of, you know, like the first 2 stories of the house. How big is this anyways? It's like 6 meters tall? Feels a little excessive. I guess again, if you were doing like a great hall, right? Like if you look at like How to Train Your Dragon, like the great hall that they have, like the doors there are huge, but that's not quite what we're doing here. Okay, yeah, so the way I'm kind of picturing this in my head is oh, that's a weird piece. That's really interesting. Also kind of annoying that they don't have a version of that that has like even angles, but okay, yeah, so we want something like probably like this, but the pattern part is nice, but I don't want it to be like holes. This is like the outer wall of our house, so that's like a beam, railings. Fine wood wall. It's not quite what we're looking for. Although that's an interesting piece because it adds a lot of like contrast and color. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any newer pieces that really do what we want here, so I want to try new things, but it also kind of feels like we have to do just kind of like our OG Plain Jane starter pieces here. I don't see a lot of pieces that are like the low half wall. They're all walls, but yeah, so imagining like kind of the house being like this, so we have the walkway that wraps around, right? We'll have to get rid of this rock. Oh, right, we had stuff composting. Forgot. The loud noise kind of scared me a little bit. Hey, our carrots are ready. Bouillon, minced meat sauce, carrot seeds. Not all the carrots are ready quite yet. Hey, our cabbages are done. Let's go. Okay, no new recipes though, but we have cabbage. More than likely we're not gonna have cabbage recipes for a little bit. We did pick them up in the mountains after all, so they're likely kind of later recipes, but I suppose it's nice to have them early on. Alright, take that wood back out, take some of our stone. Take the clay back out. It may have some healing properties. You can also put it in sawmill. Sawmill, okay. Oh, we could just eat straight raw cabbages, and that's 20 health, 30 healing? Or 30 stamina? 20, 30? It's literally better than yellow mushrooms. Like, just raw, we can, like, infinitely produce those too. Technically. We have to do cycles, obviously, but depending on how many cabbage seeds we have, like, we might literally just be able to use cabbage as, like, our stamina food for right now. That's cool. So, like, kind of a food upgrade there. I should be checking some of these other raw foods. 20/20 on the blue mushroom, 15/20 on blackberries. 12/12/12 on gray mushroom. Oh, there's more cabbage seeds. Okay. My cabbages. I was gonna say, hopefully, ooh, let me guess, the wall is too close. No, it's just planted a little too close. Ah, that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, we can't pick it up because we don't have, like, plant everything. Alright, we'll just get rid of it then. Fix our wall again. Or our fence. Huh, that's weird. These cabbages are pretty close together and didn't have any issues, so don't know why having trouble the other way. Well, what can you do, I guess? Or maybe there's... Maybe I did plant it a little close. Unsure. Okay, we have these cabbages. And I have cabbage. Okay, so maybe there's a station that I need to make that I need for the seeds. Okay, so let's use VNEI. We'll go cabbage. Cabbage. Cauldron. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have to use the cauldron level 2 to make cabbage leaves, apparently. Ooh, cabbage soup. Oh, that requires the bouillon. Okay. Cabbage marinated drake slab. Onions, raw drake meat, cabbage, powdered salt. Looks like it's a basic general food for magic stuff. Okay, so maybe we can't do a whole heck of a lot with our cabbage just yet. Kind of need cauldron level 2, but we can't do that for a little bit, I imagine. Probably need to get into this. Probably need to find a swamp first. Oh, nice. Bear fur coat, warm and fuzzy. 4 armor, but it reduces movement speed by 5%. So presumably that's also shoulders, so it provides a little bit more armor than, you know, normal capes. but at the cost of movement speed. Really high durability though. Not gonna lie, I want to use the I want to use the cabbage, but we can't make them quite yet. All right, so what is bouillon? It's 2 water jugs, some scrap meats, couple carrots, couple dandelions, and it's a 20 minute. It's pretty good, and it turns into a bunch of different things, right? So, do I have some raw jugs still laying around somewhere? Might have used them up. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh yeah, heavy leather legs. Okay, so these are armor 9, 10% 8th regen, -1 movement speed. Oh, those are really good. Wow. They're not like super duper expensive either. Ooh, because they need bear fur and the leather trousers. We have like the leather helmet, but I wonder if we need like I wonder if there's like a heavy leather like headpiece, but maybe it needs like a bear trophy. And then we haven't made the leather tunic yet, so let's go ahead and make that. We have the materials. Okay, yeah, so heavy leather chest. Oh, that's heavy leather legs. I probably need to get out of the station, huh? Water jug is... I need an empty jug. Okay. And 1 water bucket. Interesting. Because can't I just take these and fill them up? Maybe it's just like faster if you need to like produce that stuff like en masse. Okay, heavy leather legs. Could have sworn. Yeah, I definitely saw the heavy leather chest, so where is that? Is that at the construction bench or something? It is, okay. Where did we put our bear fur? You know what? We'll get a little nap in here before we can't anymore. There's that bear fur. Yeah, water jugs. Huh. Okay, so let's make some bouillon. Pretty sure that's how it's pronounced, is bouillon. Hey, carrot soup. 20 health, 40 stam. 1 bouillon and 4 carrots. Oh, it produces 2 though. It's interesting. Bouillon is 2020. So we double the stamina, or not double, but increase the duration and the healing by adding the carrots. Okay, that's a cool system. I like that. So we have like a soup base, and then like the more veggies that we add to it, like the better the actual, you know, like outcome is. Do like that. Minced meat sauce is same as always. I guess that's a lot of health, but I don't think we don't really need the health right now. while we're kind of more in like building mode as opposed to like explorer mode. So I think I tried this already. Can't cook these, right? Yeah, not on the cooking station. Okay. Just had to double check and make sure. You know, just for the well-fed bonus, I think I'm gonna make a few more water jugs. And we'll do like that. And then we'll just fill them up with water. Also, let's make this heavy leather chest piece, see what that looks like. I'm very interested. It's a very big old poofy coat. we look a little silly, but it's cool texturing though. Definitely a big old bear coat though, for sure. Okay, we'll just drink those for right now, since honestly it doesn't really matter. Kind of. Oh gosh, I should have made the legs. The coat looks so goofy. Ooh, the the raw bear meat though. I'm interested. Can we cook this? We can. Okay. So let's see what the stats are on that. But I might just want to hold it in case of. Well, we can use VNEI to look up and see what it's used for, I suppose. Bear meat. Alright, so we got raw bear meat. Drop some polar bears and bears. We can make bloody bear jerky after we get to the swamp. Ooh, grilled steak. Yeah, grilled steak is what's on the cooking station. That's a pretty good health food. Okay. So we it's the bloody bear jerky. Ooh, and we get 5 of those per 3 bear meats. 33 lasts for 33 minutes, almost 33 and a half, 3 HP a tick, versus the grilled steak, which is 35, 15, 21 minutes, 40 seconds, 2 HP. So it is a little bit better as the bloody bear jerky. But does the grilled steak turn into anything else? No, not from the looks of it. Okay. All chickens bear the ancestral curse of being delicious. Oh, poor chickens. This was supposed to be our dedicated wood chest, and that's not what it ended up being. Okay. And then I don't think that I have any more carrot seeds in the... Oh, we need enriched soil for that. Oh, that's kind of brutal, actually. We can regrow. We can plant blackberry, blueberry, raspberry bushes. That's nice. But it requires enriched soil. So we gotta be careful about that. We can't do a lot of enriched soil right now. Oh, that's cool. And there's a decorative planter where you can plant a plant just for decoration. Fun. Iron hammer, mythic's hammer, borax hammer, black metal hammer, black metal cultivator. Okay, so let's kind of poke through here a little bit. Ooh, bear trophy. Neck brute. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Blahaj trophy. Okay, yeah, so trophies are definitely super important to us, just in general. Also, is it just me, or should the boss trophies give you more enriched soil? Like, that's how I feel. Maybe some of the older one, or some of the later ones do. Just Fenrir is probably a little easy to farm. That being said, you need to use deer trophy to summon Eikthyr. So, like, if you're doing that for enriched soil, it doesn't make any sense for it to be 1. Because you'd have to sacrifice, like, 3. Like, you could just take those deer trophy and turn them into soil, right? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we can also take cukeberries and... Oh, and rotten vegetables, and we can turn that into enriched soil. Okay, okay. Oh, and rotten meat? Okay, that's good. Oh, and excess vegetables. And straw bundles? Okay, okay, so there's options. Ooh, garlic. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I'm glad that we checked that though. So that means that we have these rotten vegetables. So let's put away those. So let's use our rotten vegetables. Edit stag trophy. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Did not mean to put that in there. Did we need that for anything? We might have needed that for something. Stags drop it. Could have crafted a carved deer skull with it. Composts. Oh, okay. Okay, we're okay. We don't need more carved deer skulls anyways, so that's fine. That's fine. We're all good. Us and our poofy coat. At least we're not going to be cold anytime soon. Alright, we're going to have to wrap the construction bench. Bring the construction bench a little bit closer to the house so that we can, you know, construct. But alright, starting to get the shape of the house in here. I guess before we do that, let's go ahead and, you know, terraform a little bit. We're gonna have to do some pickaxing for sure. Probably make the house a little bit longer, like, than it is wide, so... What is this? It's gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it's 12 meters long, 16 in total if you include the outside. But 12 meters, so... Should we like triple that? Go for like 36 long ways? I guess the house itself doesn't need to be too big. I don't know, we could do like 12 by 24. Is that a baby bear? That is a baby bear. Will it fight us or will it run away? Since it's a baby. Run away. Got it. Oh, looked like it was starting to come back. Ah, piggy. Not sure if I can say piggy right now. These are full-grown bacons. Piggies are baby bacons. Okay, so baby bear did not give us any hair. You know, now that I see these, kind of want to still put them in here. Yeah, that still makes sense to me. Although, at this point, it's kind of like, well, why did I put the stone foundation in? We can barely even see it. Whatever. And I guess it's going to behoove us to make sure that we're hunting animals regularly, since we can use trophies for composting and leathers for all sorts of different things. Not to mention the meat. I'm not even sure if we've cooked deer meat yet. We should probably do that. Just to unlock recipes and stuff. Yeah, there we go. Huh. Deer stew. I hadn't unlocked deer stew yet. Whoops. Yep, blueberries, carrots, cooked deer meat. Okay. So it's theoretically a little bit more accessible to us than, say, the, well, probably a little bit better than minced meat sauce, honestly. I don't think that the grilled steak is like 35 health or something like that, so definitely think that if we were to be making food for the purpose of it being really good, then deer stew is definitely the business. Okay, the only other thing I want to put away is deer meat and the cooked deer meat. There's a stack of deer meat in here somewhere, right? Oh, there it was. Okay. Oh, I really need to move this construction bench though. The upgrade can stay where it is for right now. I just kind of need the bench. There we go. I want this railing to stay away from my camp. Get out of here, you. I think that stag trophies honestly can probably go like right into the composter. There's that piggy again. Oh, come on, as soon as I go to throw. Weird. Okay, our apple trees are doing great. That'll probably be really helpful too, actually, once our apples grow in. Honestly, with how many bees we have, we might be able to start just chewing on some honey too. Okay. So getting back to the task at hand. Wouldn't be a proper gravy stream without getting distracted, right? Try to level this out a little bit. Make it nice. Nice and flat. Flat as can be. Flat as possible. Just because it'll help the pieces here, right, be not have any stability issues. Although we might not have stability issues anyways, honestly. I think that I might have stability settings off, not sure. Okay, so what we want is 4 more of these. So we've carved out about enough for 2. Alright, so about double the space that we have carved out so far. And the usefulness of all these Meadows items is so nice. Actually gives me like a reason to spend more time like early game hunting, which is a good feel considering how fast we normally just kind of like zoom through everything. Let's go ahead and fill up our water jug too. Go ahead and fill up just both of them, I guess. We didn't get another stag trophy. Okay. What does it take for bone arrows? Wood, feathers, bone fragments, leather scraps. Okay. So with that in mind, for now, I think, just want to use wood for arrows. It's really cheap. Like, we still one-shot all the creatures in, well, when we surprise, like, you know, deer and stuff, we get the one-shots, so. Day 14. We have barely progressed into the Black Forests. We've been in there, you know, a little bit. Poked our head around, gotten some stuff, although, that was before we added in the monster mod, so there's probably some dangerous critters waiting for us in there at this stage of the game. I know that some people aren't really into like the sometimes slower pace of games, so probably wouldn't recommend this mod to anybody like that. But for people who do like to take their time and kind of want an extended experience, I kind of feel like this is a really nice mod, actually. Progression is like a little bit slower, but there's more, you know, like more, it's more intricate. There's a little bit more to it. And for me, that's kind of actually a little bit of a nice, like, breath of fresh air. Honestly. You know, I wouldn't mind finding another bear at this point. Kind of would like to get a little bit more bear fur so we can get some pants to match our poofy coat. It's a fawn. Come here, you. Come here, Bambi. I can't do it. It's so hard with a spear. Yeah, I definitely need another type of weapon. I wonder, should I go knives? Knives could be fun. Man, when did we do knives on the weapon runs? I can't remember. Was it late? Was it clubs, knives, swords? That kind of how we closed everything out? It's been a while since we've done like unarmed, magic. Archery was like in the middle, I think. I'm very curious. I'm gonna make this bone reinforced bow. I want to see what it looks like and kind of how it... Oh, that's cool. I like that. Once again, I'm getting distracted. Don't mind me too much. Okay. You put away deer hide here somewhere. Also bluebus. Resin. Some seeds. Dandelions. Hide. Mushrooms and honey are somewhere. Mushies, honey. Yeah, definitely starting to build up on the honey, which is good. That's a renewable food source. Okay, anyways. Oh, nice. We were able to repair our stuff at construction bench. Felt like before I still had to use the workbench, but... Oh, whatever. Not too worried about the like porch section being like off the ground or anything. I don't think it's really that important, but gotta level out like kind of more where the actual house is, right? Seems important. Okay, I think that we're about where we need to be. Moving backwards. A little bit further. Yeah, we still got a little bit of room to make for this, plus the extra panel, if that makes sense. should be just fine to bring that all the way back here. I think this'll come down far enough. And then I guess the back of the house will just kind of like be like stone. Okay, so if we do that, okay, so we're like just about there. Just want to bring it out just a little bit more. But like this looks pretty good. That's blue. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally okay with kind of like the back end of the house kind of going into the rocks a little bit. We might do something like this though. I just get like the how do I explain this? Okay, great, because this is where the wall is going to line up, right? So this will be like the pathway, the outer pathway. Or I could like just carve this at some point. It doesn't necessarily need to lead all the way back here, right? Just into a wall, like a stone face. That would mess. That would mess with the roof though. So we'll just probably take that wall and bring it all the way to the back. I think that's fine. So then what we need to do is keep carving out this way. And we'll have that meet up somewhere. It'll meet up in the back somewhere. That's a hog. Okay. Couple boar hide. Huh. Interesting. Didn't really look too much different than a normal boar, so I wonder what the point of like kind of differentiating between them is. I heard a deer, but I don't see anything. I might have startled it and it ran off, maybe. Oh. One big project that we'll have to do is we'll have to figure out what the actual like area is that we want our, you know, homestead to be. We'll have to like mark out our territory with a big old wall. Something like that. Alright, looking good so far, if I do say so myself. Also, man, we picked up a lot of rocks, didn't we? Yikers. Alright, a little bit more chipping away at this rock here. We gotta bring this one out a little bit, or push it back a little bit, something like that. Alright, it's coming together. Our foundation is all but done. I'll have to decide what I want to do for the back wall there, but I don't know if I'll do the low walls because it kind of doesn't make as much sense. Oh, that's so cool. I love that you can do that. You can put the wooden gates next to each other, and if they're, you know, oriented in the right way, they open together. Alright, we are low on wood though. So I think that it is time for a resource run. Let's pop our empty jug in there. And you know what, why not? Let's top off and put the other one in there too while we're sorting. You know what, I guess we're using these materials for building anyways, so we might as well just kind of dunk them in here, I suppose. That's where nails should go to. Oh, look at that! 200 nails and it only weighs one whole pound. Alright, we'll just carry that with us then. Why the heck not? Oh, well, the reason why the heck not is because our inventory is going to get super duper full, but whatever. Alright, water jugs are refilled. It's not like we're going to be going super far from home anyways, right? Let's see here. I'd kind of like to keep, you know, at least some of the foliage and stuff by our base. Kinda, sorta. Though I suppose it wouldn't necessarily hurt to build a sight line, vision line. Oh, that angle is a little awkward. But we could just build a sight line, like cut down the trees in a straight line from the home to like the ocean. I don't know how well we'd be able to see the ocean from here though, so I'm not sure if it matters. Yeah, let's not do that. We'll keep our trees intact for the most part, so. Scaring little piggies. Let's see if this shoots in a pretty straight line or not. Looks like it. Seems a little bit like better than the crude bow. Though that could also be due to our bow skills, but oh, another hog. Seems to be giving just normal boar drops. So I'm not sure why they decided to, you know, name a hog, but whatever. I do wonder, what level of axe are we going to have to get to chop down oaks, though? That was something that I wanted to do. So we can get acorns and, you know, start growing fine wood at home, basically. Alright, let's see if I can get this angle right. Nope, not quite. It's okay though. Stags are aggressive. Their drops don't seem to be as good as normal deer, but I'm guessing that the reasoning behind them is to give you, you know, like the opportunity for like not having to chase down deer to summon the first boss. I know, everyone. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted some more. It's just what I do, alright? Alright. I meant to make another weapon, too. Something that we can actually probably hit piggies with. Kinda thinking knife. They'll probably catch up to spears pretty quickly. Oh, nice, full grown bear. Well, our sneak attack damage wasn't insane, but spin the bear. Oh, we took a lot less damage now. I think the last time bear was hitting us for 12 or something. He only poked us for like 7. 9 right there. Okay, so not like a ton more damage resistance, but definitely better damage resistance, that's for sure. Hey, we got a bear trophy. Some more bear meat, some more bear fur, so we can armor ourselves up a little bit better. Okay, let's do the thing that we're actually here for, not get distracted by hunting animals. We have this big old puffy coat, which, you know, helps us against the cold and the weather, but we really would like a roof over our heads, right? How's the inventory? Oh, we haven't started filling it like at all. Also, we do need fine wood as well, so let's make sure that we're chopping down some birch trees in here as well. Keeping eyes out for bears, of course. I don't know if there's like full set bonuses or not for this mod pack, but in case there are, then, you know, we want to be ready for that. Also, I think that's a neck brute. It is a neck brute. I wonder how strong they are. Oh, they're all spiky. Oh, they're not. Oh, oh gosh, they can throw poison. Oh, and they deal poison. Nut tail, leather scraps, some bones. Okay, interesting. You know, we've been using some clay too, so let's go ahead and gather that up. See, this is what I mean by my inventory is just gonna like get all sorts of filled up. Oh, no shot. Okay, Nice, so there's like random meat piles now too that we can find early on. Okay, so that's more easy compost. Very nice. Okay, and we do have normal necks. So we can anger those. Wonder if anything got added to their drop table. Don't mind me getting distracted, just as per usual. It's very easy to get distracted when there's so many new things and new items and stuff. Like down to Willow Tree, like somewhere right around here, right? Yeah, right there, and we didn't finish chopping it down. I was a little excited about the neck brutes. I wanted to know what they dropped. A little bit of a shame that we can't chop down oaks with the bronze axe anymore, though. Well, worry not, birch sapling. We'll get this willow tree out of your way so you can grow up big and strong, and probably eventually get chopped down by me. I will save you, and I will end you. A little morbid, huh? Not sure if willow trees are actually super worth chopping down. Although it's not like they give bad resources, right? Like there's some moss. And I do want moss. In fact, we can literally use moss as I think we can put moss in the composter. I think I almost used up all of my moss originally by accidentally clicking max on the composter. And I think it took all of my moss out of my boxes. I don't remember. Did we see straw on that list of things that can go in the composter? We'll say at the very least, like, it's super cool that, like, you know, with so many different things that you have to do, kind of, you know, the different avenues that you have for making stuff and whatnot. Everything's useful here in the early game, which kind of feels good. Some of those resources, like, sometimes they just don't feel like they're even worth it. You know, anything, because you can't really do a whole heck of a lot with them once you get to like a certain point. But okay, so number one, I want to see if necktails will go in here. Can't use necktail on add to composter. Okay, so no necktail. This rotten meat that we found can go in here though. I know moss can. Can dry straw? No, dry straw cannot. Okay. I think it was the straw bundle that could go in there. And what is that? What does that cost? Straw bundle. Okay, so it's every 10 dry straw we can turn into a straw bundle, and then we can put that in the composter. So 10 dry straw equals 1 enriched soil. Okay, good to know. need a little bit more straw thread to make the heavy legs. I think it doesn't want to move that around in my inventory because I don't have space. Yeah, seems about right. Oh, okay. It's not showing me from the box because I have enough in my inventory to craft this, so that's why that's doing that. Oh, let's also compare. Okay, so the flint spear is 20 pierce damage. Use stamina is 6. So the bone spear, clever usage of boar tusk. I mean, it uses double the use stamina. It is more damage. Oh, the block armor is a lot bigger too. It's 30 block armor versus 4 block armor. So, pros and cons, the bone spear. I'm probably not going to make it because, you know, again, I want to swap to a different weapon type anyways, but I think we can go past the flint knife already and start somewhere else. Long pointy stick has an at gear that would be whatchamacallit, pole arms would be that stat. Don't really want to do that. Alright, now we got some fat pants to go with our thick top. Corewood club. Where is our club? I actually don't know where our club is. It's in a box somewhere. Over here, maybe. Okay, so it's 24 blunt damage for the club, and that's at level 3. 24. I think I said 24. I'm just curious, like, what the damage difference is. So this is blunt slash and pierce. It does more damage. Not more blunt damage, but more damage total. Barely. It's like 5 or 6 points different, I think. 18 plus 5 is 23. Plus the 8 would be 31. So it does like 7 more points of damage overall. The doggos are being loud. Let me go check on them real quick. Give me just like a couple of minutes, guys, and I'll be right back. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Doggos are silly creatures. Alrighty. Lovable silly creatures, but silly creatures nonetheless. Okay. Not doing a very good job of filling the inventory with wood, am I? One neck trophy, okay. For some reason I thought I saw this number go up, but I did not. Oh, we have all these flint arrows too. Instead of making more wood arrows, I should probably nab those and start using them. Otherwise they're gonna just sit in this box for the whole rest of the game. Those are bronze nails, okay. Good to keep in mind. Shoot. Alright, I'm just going to put this here. We're going to start putting wood in here. Grab a couple of our other building materials that we were saving in here. Something like that. So we'll put away a little bit of wood elsewhere. So this will be like for other general stuff that we're, you know, working on over here, but otherwise. Our apple trees have started growing in. Apple tree sapling healthy. Okay, now the question is, oh, we lost one. Oh no, what happened there? I wonder if it got attacked by an enemy. That's why we need fences. Was it you, Stag? Were you the one? Yeah, I don't know if they're actually ready to chop down, or if they need another cycle of growth. So I'm gonna wait for right now, instead of potentially, you know, jumping the gun. And let's go ahead and put that stag trophy in the composter. Okay, so we need wood. And I want to, okay, before I forget again, I'm gonna make a knife. Okay, Don't see a knife here, actually. Would have expected to be like, to see like the copper knife or something, but what about at the construction bench? Oh, the copper knife is here. Okay, that's why. But the bone knife is better. Okay, and it's cheaper. Very nice. Okay. Bone club. Oh, yeah, this is like all bones. So like this is pretty cheap to craft overall. And I imagine that once you like upgrade this, it's probably stronger than the regular club. Bronze axe is 40 slash damage, so that's stronger than the bone axe. So I doubt that the bone axe would allow us to chop down oak trees. We're probably gonna have to wait. It's probably intended to push us to the next level of axe, possibly like going into the swamp or something before we can chop down oak trees. Slightly unfortunate, I suppose, but it's not the end of the world or anything. But okay, so 10 bone fragments, 2 leather scraps. I'm gonna grab a little bit more than that because I wanna upgrade as well. Oh, although our... Okay, so we're gonna have to grab our upgrade as well and move that. Yeah, this won't be permanent, so we'll just put this here for right now. We're gonna have to dedicate like a area to workshop and you know, like storage and stuff like that. But nice. It's actually really cheap to upgrade this thing. I guess I'll leave that there. We don't necessarily need to bring the cultivator with us everywhere. Yeesh, if I can find a place to put it anyways. The early storage space reduction is a little brutal. Okay, this looks like a good spot. I have no idea where I stored my cabbages. Over here? Yeah, there we go. While there are some conveniences, there are some inconveniences in the mod as well. It's really nice that we don't need to have a roof or anything like over the workbenches to use them. That's super convenient and really nice. But yeah, we definitely need to upgrade our storage space sooner rather than later. I'm also pretty sure that the only reason that these chests are three lines is because of our settings in Valheim Plus, but it's a little bit easier than... Let's also take a look at it for enough, but it's a little bit easier than having to deal with like the kind of more limited space. Alright, let's give this a test run. Grayling beekeeper? He's got a beehive on his back. Well, that's concerning. Did he just throw bees at us? I think he threw bees at us. He was a beekeeper and we didn't even get honey or a bee. I feel cheated. That's cool though. I'm a little... Okay, I know that we're mainly supposed to be collecting wood, but I'm very curious about what we might see in the Black Forest now. We've seen bears, stags, hogs, neck roots, and a grayling beekeeper. So what's waiting for us in the Black Forest next with the Grey Dwarves and the Skellies? Yeah, the arc on the or the arch? No, definitely arc. The arc on the bow is really nice. Kind of fits into just literally any bow is better than the crude bow. Though again, it's possible it's because of our leveled bow skills, but I mean that arrow flies pretty straight, which feels good. I feel like sometimes even the fine wood bow doesn't really start like flying straight, even if you craft it pretty early. Kind of interesting that the stag just like immediately pops its loot. Like it doesn't have like a body fall and then body explode animation. But like most of the other mobs do. Even like the added mobs. So kind of interesting. Especially because I think it's just literally like the model of like the 1-star or 2-star deer. Okay, that looks like a Grey Dwarf. Just a normal, regular Grey Dwarf. Oh. Is that a shaman? Grey Dwarf Crusher. What does that mean? Means it's got a lot of HP. It's kind of like a brute and a shaman put together. Okay. They're kind of tanky though, so that's good to know. Gotta remember that. Kind of like poking around, just trying to investigate things, see what's going on. Not too much over here though, so. Alright, let's chop down some birches, get some fine wood, along with our normal wood. I definitely want to set up a portal network at some point. I want to get us connected up to where the Elder is. It's a little bit ahead of us though. Still gotta finish the house, so gotta get organized with our storage. So what we have right now does not really cut it. That being said, I mean, I might still want to do the same thing that I normally do, where I kind of have like a basic storage, and then we'll kind of like shape it up after we get to iron, because iron chests just, you know, hold so much more than regular wood chests. And honestly, probably have it where they have an extra line as well of storage because of Valheim Plus settings, but oh, right. Should be focusing more on the birches. We need that fine wood. The weight settings are so nice in this mod pack though. I like that they like increased stack size and reduced weight size or weight limit, or not weight limit, kind of weight limit. That's from eating though. That's like a buff for, hey, you filled all 3 of your foods. Here's a bonus. But It's really nice that things weigh less, and then on top of that, I think that my Valheim Plus settings also reduced weight on top of that, so I can definitely carry a lot more than you normally can. And don't worry, all you stump haters, I got you. Oh, nice, we can get moss from breaking stumps. I like that. It's useful. Pretty sure I can't. Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can't carve through there with a knife, but figured I'd try. Speaking of trying, definitely not thinking about going in the mountains. Surely. Surely I wouldn't do something so dangerous and bold. I might not. Depends on if we can like really see anything interesting or not. Might just kind of poke my head over this little ridge here. Oh boy. That's Fendering Brute. I don't know what they do, but I'm sure I'm going to find out soon enough. By hopefully watching it attack this bear. Okay, it's got a chomp, and a fire smack, and a chomp. It's trying to attack the bear's dead body. And it can't really path to us, which is good. I'm probably gonna have to go down there and dodge, roll, and attack though. Ugh! Spooky though. But yeah, I don't want it to reset and go wandering off, so. Oh, we're tired. It's not good. Can I get up here? Do I have to go over to that one every time? Ah. Yes, yes I do. Okay. Good to know. A little bit of a delayed dodge roll, but that's okay. We weren't like right next to it to get chomped anyways. One more arrow should do it. Alright. Leather scraps. Rusted metal scrap. Alright. Not exactly worth it. I think I'm scaring a piggy or something. Yeah, there we go. I did see some deer around here somewhere. There you go. They're over there. Oh no. Well, I guess I get to find out what piggies drop. Boar body blocked for the deer. Raw meat scraps. Alright, so piggies drop meat. Not really surprised. More apple seeds, yes please. At this point, tall grass seeds can kind of take a hike, I guess. That being said, let's get back to home and stash up. And we should probably sleep and, you know, really in earnest focus on the house a little bit more. I did need some more wood, but we got more wood, so. Alright, let's see here. So, deer trophies. Go ahead and put those in there. Try to put everything else away. Fill our water skins. Just spam holding down E. Oh gosh, there's still things. Yep, that's full. Oh boy. Kind of feels like we're gonna need another chest over here. Alright then. Oh hey, we can make the birdhouse now. Go ahead and put that up there for right now. Okay, so we need to make the bags of seed. Which I think make at the cauldron. Yep. Okay, and we can make those with tall grass seeds. Oh, there's different values too. Okay, so like cabbage seeds and birch seeds are only 2. Willow seeds are 2. But like tall grass seeds are 4 per bag. But I'm pretty sure that we're like, yeah, we have like a ton of these, so. Just still encourages it. What did it just use? I don't even... I think that it ate my birch seeds. Okay, I gotta be more careful with the inventory. I was literally trying to use the tall grass seeds, but whatever. How did it use so many resources without... I don't know how it, like... I don't know what was in my inventory that it used. Oh my gosh, it feels like it's pulling from my boxes instead of using my inventory. I'm not really sure. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't use basic seeds. Well, okay, whatever. We have the bird seed. Okay, and I have to add this manually. Oh, whoa. Okay. So that produced feathers really fast and a whole lot of them too. Wow. That's crazy. Well, whatever seeds we ended up losing, I'm sure that it's not the end of the world, but we're going to have to be very careful about that, I think. I think that my ultimate plan is I'll have like seeds and stuff in, you know, some sort of container out here, you know, where all the gardening and stuff happens. And then because we have to make the bags of seed here in the cauldron's going to be in the house, so it'll be really far away from the chest out here, so I'll literally have to like come out here, grab the seeds, the specific seeds that I want, and take it inside to craft the bird seed, so we shouldn't have too many more issues like that in the future. One can hope. Oh nice, I can also just stack chests on top of the raw wood chests. I'm just gonna throw all this stuff in here because I just don't care about that storage for right now. With these extra slots, we don't really need to min-max at the moment, so... Okay, so... Here, what I'm thinking is... we get rid of this grayling. Okay. You don't want that wood trim. I want this wood trim. Just regular, ordinary wood trim. Okay. It's not wanting to pull super duper far, so let's go ahead and just grab some wood and get in our inventory. Is that gonna be right? That doesn't care about the trim, right? Yeah, that looks normal. Okay. Okay, so here I want like a nice fun window. So we'll just use these because these seem like the piece that we just have access to that does what I want it to do. I don't think that we have any other like interesting like design window pieces. Like maybe if I could take like this piece here and like flip it upside down, but I can't do that, so. That would have made for a cool window though. Here, we got a bear nearby. Seems like we definitely want to spin to the left, not to the right. You can still kind of swipe us to the right, so easy peasy. Okay, so that's the front. kind of put this in here. Or I guess what we can do is we can kind of do this. Is there a sideways trim? There is. Nice. Feels like this might be a little bit bigger than kind of I intended, but... Okay, well this floats. I don't want it to float. Ah, it's Beekeeper. Yeah, he's throwing bees at us. Go over here. No one said you could go around throwing bees. Yeah, that is gonna float. Okay, so yeah, I do have structural integrity turned off from the looks of it. Do. That's okay though. Just means that our house can be a little bit more fun, right? Is that how I want this? Yeah, I think that's fine. And then I want to just trim that up a little bit. I think. See what it looks like after we trim it. A little bit lame. Don't exactly want to trim it like this either, though. At least I don't think I do. Maybe if we kind of do this more custom. Yeah, that ain't bad. Okay. I don't hate that. Just trying to line it up a little bit better though. How do I lose daylight so fast all the time? It just seems like a storm's coming in or something like that. That being said, would it be better if we trimmed... I don't hate that, but maybe it'd be better if we trimmed the window with a piece that's a little bit thinner. I do kind of feel like I like that better. Yeah, that feels a little bit nicer to me. A little bit. It looks a little crooked. Wonder why it looks like that. Trying to like tilt my head. I wonder if the pieces are just like kind of naturally crooked. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So if I do that though, it leaves like a little gap. Looks a little weird and off, huh? So if I kind of line that up a little bit better, and we do... That does kind of look a little bit better, I think. Alright, now I'm just being nitpicky. Don't mind me. Alright, that seems fine. I'm okay with that. Then we'll have a normal piece in here, and then we're probably going to do like the same thing. A little bit down here, so that'll be another window. A little bit basic, but that's okay. So then we'll alternate, do a normal piece here, and then 5 of these. Little window. I mean, I could also do something like this. We can go a tall window. That is definitely crooked. Oh yeah, the piece totally kind of bends a little bit, doesn't it? It looks fine when I'm like trying to place it, but then it gets all crooked when I actually put the piece in. It's weird. Well, what can you do, I guess? I guess that's just how the piece do. I kind of hate it though. The fact that it does that is a little obnoxious. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's take that piece out. Okay, there we go. So we have a tall beam that works a little bit better. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that design. And I'll rethink these trims, but I don't hate them. I don't think they look bad. Oh, I still have the double in there. Okay. Okay, for some reason I guess I have to place this one manually? Or maybe I just placed the other one manually, but I thought it was snapping. I don't know. Or did I have one of those in before? And it has a snapping point in the center? Oh, no, I just actually, yeah. I was just doing the thing. Huh. Alright then. Yeah, like legitimately, I thought it was just snapping in Apparently I was just placing it manually. Alright, those are our windows though. Or those will be our windows, something like that. Do-do-do-do. Suppose I don't need to put those up top, individuals. I can just grab these. Bring them on in here. And this last little section will just be all wall. I mean, that being said, we don't really need a window into a stone wall, right? Surely. Yeah, not looking too bad. And we might do a little bit more detailing work later. Swap some things out, make some changes. Swap some pieces out if we find something that looks a little bit better. It won't be too bad with like stability because, you know, we don't have to really worry about the stability issues. You know what though? Just for... Wait, what? Oh, I see. But, okay, so just for some semblance of consistency, we'll do that. So we have that piece in every few places, something like that. We'll try not to think about it too hard, but it's gonna look weird. Maybe. But, okay. So essentially we have, you know, 6... Well, I guess it's technically like 3 meters of 1x1s. Then we have that, followed by another 3 meters of 1x1s. This is still window, so that can stay window. Darn double taps. But this doesn't need to be window. And then that's... Alright. And now the back wall. Back wall, what are we gonna do with you? Ooh, you know what? I didn't know this piece existed. That's a little bit nicer, actually. Hold on, let's use that. Oh, and it's a little bit cheaper on the resources, too. Let's go. Heck yeah, modded pieces. That's a W. Now our wall will look far more consistent and not look so strange. Yeah, look at that. Seems much nicer. And again, a little bit cheaper. Not that it really matters, we're saving like, you know, 1 wood per 1x2 section, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I saw that coming. I didn't actually look at my hammer's durability, but I knew it was bound to break sometime in the near future. I guess if we're just gonna go for like repeating patterns and, you know, not do like different random things, we might do something different with this wall eventually, I suppose, but for now I guess we'll keep it seamsies. Okay. Oh, that is such a nice quality of life change. You know what? We do need to bring these wood beam trims all the way around though, which might mess with the window trim a little bit. We'll see. Try to take a look at it in the light though. But yeah, we're gonna finish up here just in a minute. For any of you who don't know, I'm still a little sick. I had like a stomach bug or whatever, so this week's streams are a little bit shorter just to give me more like rest time and, you know, blah blah blah, etc etc. Okay, these trees might be ready to chop down now. Not sure. Here, hog. Did it just give me a boar trophy and just that? I guess maybe it did. Feels like the hogs definitely drop. I was about to say they drop like less stuff than boars do, and then that one drops what looked like a normal loot drop from a boar. So, all right. Yeah, that gave me nothing. Okay, so maybe they're not ready to chop down yet. Or maybe we don't have to chop them down at all. We'll see. Let's hope that our last one survives. But yeah, we'll have to see what the next stage of its growth looks like. We had to do it for science. What was that? No. Don't break my apple tree. Oh, moss. I was about to go grab that actually. I think we also need the fine wood for our moss roof. Oh wait, right, we're not doing the moss roof. We're doing the elven roof. Oh, we need bronze nails for that too. Okay. We need the knot quarter piece. Yeah, there we go. Bronze nails and fine wood. Still have apple seeds. Okay. Cultivator is down here, right? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna wait. I want to plant the apple seeds, but I want to wait until we get like a better kind of a fence around to protect them before we do that. But okay, so we're not doing moss, so we don't need that. Bronze nails are over here. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have to go tin and copper farming, but I wanted to at least kind of, you know, start getting like the roof blueprint in, something like that. Why does that look so weird? Is it supposed to snap like that? I guess it's supposed to snap like that. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Well, whatever. Yeah, so I wanted to see how many pieces it was going to take to kind of close the gap here. Looks like probably a couple more on each side, so it's going to be four up, probably. Am I close enough to make bronze nails? No. Can make portals though. I think I have some prepared bronze. Yeah, okay. So looks so weird from the underside though. See how it kind of all comes together. So let's yeah, I can't say that I'm absolutely in love with that per se, but maybe it doesn't look as weird or as bad like once you kind of fill it all in. It's such a strange snapping point though. So my question is, or my next question is if I do this on like auto, right? Okay, I could just like manually line it up, I suppose. Those are very strange snapping points. I guess it only looks a little weird from certain angles, so... And it probably won't look that bad once we kind of flush up the house, and we'll bring like, you know, the section here up to meet the roof part. So like once we do that, it might not be so bad, or like strange looking. Yeah, I think it'll be fine in the long run. It's just gonna look a little, you know, little strange before we get everything situated. So, guess I won't worry about it. Guess I won't worry about it too much. And so we'll do every 6 meters for these poles. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Yep. Lines up perfectly. Very nice. Alright. Alright, let me just take care of this bear, and then we're gonna end it there for today, and we'll keep working on the house. Next stream, I'll probably stream this weekend, at least on like Sunday. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling, I guess. Trying to do my best to, you know, not overtax my body, let it get lots of rest and all that jazz. Yeah, we probably would have gotten a little bit more done in the house if I hadn't gotten distracted by like all the new critters and stuff. So sorry about that. This looks the same, right? Or is this a little bit taller now? Can't really tell. I don't think this is going to tell us either. Apple tree. Oh, you know what? I'm silly. If we hover over it, right, it says apple tree sapling. So that's how we know that it's not ready. Okay. I'm a goober. Don't mind me. Alright though, everybody. Thank you so much for all for coming out, hanging out. Appreciate all of you guys. Whether you are, you know, hanging out in the background and listening, or falling asleep, or actively chit-chatting and all that jazz. Just friendly reminder, if you guys would be interested, like and subscribe. Other than that, hopefully I'll see you all next time. Again, probably Sunday. Depends on how I'm feeling though. But definitely next Monday. And hopefully my stomach bug will have settled down by then and we can get back into like our full long streams. So until next time, everybody take care. Hope that you will all spread love and kindness wherever you go, and that it will karmatically circulate right on back to you. So until next time, have a good one. Gravy signing out. Meow.